The queens had a ball on Canada's Drag Race Season 2 Episode 6 and had to serve 3 categories on the runway. Read our full Drag Race recap. This week on Canada's Drag Race Season 2 Episode 6, the queens threw a sinner's ball with 3 fierce categories that pushed them to their limits. The competition was fairly evened out as it went into this new episode of Canada's Drag Race. 5 different queens won each of the maxi challenges taking place in the last 5 weeks. Icesis, Couture, Pythia, Adriana, Cynthia Kiss, and Geometric all got to the top 7 with 1 maxi challenge win each. Alternatively, Kendall Jenner and Kimora Amour got to the top 7 without having won a maxi challenge, so all eyes were on them at the start of this episode. Amanda Brugel walked into the workroom and announced that this week will feature the Sinner's Ball, which is obviously a design challenge. This ball consists of 3 categories: sex, drugs, and rock and roll, ugly as sin, and 7 deadly sins. As the winner of this latest mini-challenge, Icesis was asked to assign the deadly sins to each of the 7 remaining queens. Icesis Couture considered sabotaging her co-stars in this challenge, but then backtracked on her statement and claimed she'd rather win against the best. As a result, Icesis assigned wrath to herself. Greed to Cynthia Kiss, sloth to Geometric, pride to Kendall Jenner, lust to Adriana, envy to Kimora Amour, and gluttony to Pythia. Most queens looked like they got what they wanted, but there were clearly a few unhappy campers in the workroom as well. On the runway, nearly all of the queens did great on the sex, drugs, and rock and roll category. However, Icesis stood out with her pink leather outfit among so many black-on-black looks. Kimora's reference to Tina Turner was also a standout. The looks for the ugly as sin category were, as expected, quite ugly. It was fun to watch these queens letting loose and creating purposely ugly fashion moments. Kimora once again stood out in this category for her reference to slavery as her interpretation of the ugliest sin. The judges were clearly taken aback by it and paid close attention to the message that Kimora was delivering.